So, I know this young man who was house sitting for this couple while they were away on vacation. And I run into him and I ask him how it's going. Fine, he says. I detected a ghost in their house. Oh? How did you do that? I've got an app for my cell phone, he said. I went up to the third floor just checking things out and the red light went on. Were you scared? I said. Nah. The red light only went on when I was on the third floor, so he must stay up there. He? Yeah, it's a dog. A ghost dog? How do you know that? I could smell him. Oh, yeah. We've got what you might call an arrangement. I don't go up and bother him, and he doesn't come down and bother me. And get this. I was sitting out on the porch drinking a cup of coffee the next morning, and this car pulls up and stops. And a woman gets out. Do you live here? She says. Not exactly, I said, and I explained it to her. She said she'd grown up in the house years ago, and then she said, do you know there's a ghost on the third floor? As a matter of fact, I do, I said, and we had a nice little chat about the ghost. She didn't know it was a dog. And there's more. His brother has a cell phone with the same app. He was visiting his grandparents when a blue light went on. A blue light indicates the presence of a demon. So he got out of there. He didn't want anything to do with a demon. That's understandable. But now it's a problem. He won't go to visit his grandparents. Someone in the family tells him to go there. He comes up with an excuse. If they insist, like it's Thanksgiving, a big occasion, he refuses. He won't go there. Family is important, but he's not going to screw around with a demon. What this tells me is there's big money to be made in apps. The dot-com bubble may have burst, but the apps bubble is still inflating. All we need are some awesome apps that will be in high demand. Right away, we can offer an app that will allow people to send text messages to the dead. Talk about a power app. They can communicate with the dearly departed. We haven't worked out a way for them to receive messages. We're still working on that, but they can send a text to anyone they want, no matter how long they've been gone. That's going to be a hot item. We'll call it the Seance app. The red light, blue light function could have a political use, too. You could meet someone and start talking, and all it would take is a small sample, and the app can filter stuff out and tell you whether the person is a liberal or conservative, red light or blue. That kind of information can come in handy. That will be the bias app. You know that black 8-ball from when you were young? You could ask it a question and roll it around and it would give you an answer. Help you out with the important questions in your life, like, should you let Jimmy Schuler kiss you? Not on your life. But we can come up with an 8-ball app. And here's a very heavy hitter. You know how men worry about hair loss? We can come up with a surefire patented hair restoration app. And it's super easy to use. All you have to do is make sure your phone is charged, turn the app on, and put the phone under your pillow at night. In almost no time, you're going to start to see improvement. You'll begin to grow new hair, the hairy app, and all you have to do is sleep. And while we're at it, we'll have an app that will help men who are having trouble with ED, erectile dysfunction. All you do is flip on the app, put the phone in your pants pocket right next to the troubled organ, and in a few hours, you will be the man you once were or always wanted to be. And as an added bonus, we will promise growth, an increase in size. If you think your Johnson is diminutive, the Booster app, what a deal. We're going to be rich, I can feel it. The only possible way this could get screwed up is if somebody buys both of those last two apps, some guy with a bald head and a tiny Johnson, and somehow he switches them and uses one for the other and winds up with hair on his dick and a big bald head that looks a whole lot like a penis. That could be a problem. We better have a legal app, too, just in case, to defend potential lawsuits.